going to talk about the NBA Finals preview about the 2020 NBA Finals. So, what were the NBA Finals expectations by many people? People thought that the Lakers or Clippers will win the Western Conference, and personally, and most people would think that they would win the championship before, mainly the Lakers and Clippers. And people thought that the Bucks or Celtics will win the East, but not really will win the championship. The third runner-up in the East is the Toronto Raptors, if the Celtics or Bucks do not win. But you know what the actual finals was? The Lakers versus the Heat. Heat were not even talked about. No one thought the Miami Heat would make the finals. People didn't even think that they would even make the conference semifinals and the conference finals. People thought it was going to be Bucks, Raptors, Celtics, and 76ers. But the Heat did a great job this year. They beat the Bucks, they beat the Celtics, and they swept the Pacers. It was a great season. And obviously now they're in the NBA Finals. And most of the players there are going for the first time. So now we're going to talk about the best player in the Lakers. So first is LeBron, obviously, because pretty much he was getting lots of triple doubles in the playoffs. He didn't need to score. He would just make his teammates in the game, especially Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis is second because mainly of his scoring. And now we're going to talk about the best player in the Heat, which is obviously Bam Adebayo, personally. Some people might think it's Goran Dragic, some people might think it's Jimmy Butler. But I think it's Bam Adebayo because he's been stepping up for this team in important situations. Like in Game 7 of the conference finals against the Celtics, he was getting every clutch rebound. And that translated to a two-pointer or a three-pointer, whatever. It gave them lots of points because they were winning the rebound battle. And even though they were winning the rebound battle, he was still scoring lots of points. And second is Jimmy Butler, which is him. And this is Bam Adebayo, if you guys do not know this. And over here, this is LeBron and Anthony Davis. And I think it's Jimmy Butler because he's been playing great team basketball. He's not been asking for the ball, and he has not been selfish of scoring. No one in the Heat is selfish for scoring. They always make each other in the game. What I mean by this is they involve everyone. Not just one person is absolutely hard carrying the team. Like some of the teams, such as I guess in my opinion, the Cavaliers in the 2017 to 18 finals, LeBron kind of hard carried him with Kevin Love. That's my opinion. You guys might not think the same. But the Heat are the exact opposite. They play all in team basketball. So now we're going to talk about the expectations for both teams, the Lakers and the Heat. So my expectations for this team is that the Lakers need to make LeBron and Anthony Davis score at least 30 points per game each. If that doesn't happen, which I doubt it, then their bench needs to step up in offense. Because who's going to get the offensive points? Who's going to score for this team? And one thing I did not include in this is that LeBron and AD have to play good defense with the rest of the Lakers. And for the Heat, for me personally, I think Bam Adebayo has to be the leader with this team and lead the team basketball. What I mean by this is that Bam Adebayo is a great playmaker, okay? He is one of the best playmakers as a center. If he can do that, I think he can play one of the greatest team basketball ever in the history of the NBA with Jimmy Butler in the Miami Heat. So I think he just got to step up as a leader. Maybe you guys might think that Jimmy Butler should, but I think he should because he's young. He has to learn the leadership, and yeah, he has to step up. And next thing I'm going to talk about is that is this a great matchup? Well, me personally think, yeah, it's a better matchup than the Lakers and Celtics. Reason why I like this matchup is Jimmy Butler and LeBron could defend similarly. Maybe LeBron might win that offensively by a little bit. And then Bam Adebayo and Anthony Davis can defend each other the same, and they will get the same offensive output. So you can say it's kind of a little bit of a win-win for the Lakers. But if LeBron and Anthony Davis are probably not scoring for a game, then it's going to be on team basketball. Even Jimmy Butler and Bam, if they're not scoring, it's going to be the bench or the rest of the guys. And that makes Miami have the advantage. So in my opinion, I think those things should cancel out. So I think it's going to be a really great matchup. And I personally think it's going to go to 6 or 7. And I have no idea who will win. And one thing I did not include is about the Celtics. Reason why I don't think the Celtics are a great matchup for the Lakers is because who's going to guard Anthony Davis? The Lakers have a great frontcourt defense, great backcourt defense. They are a very good defensive team overall. But who's going to guard Anthony Davis? I get it. Daniel Theis is a great defender, but he isn't as good to stop Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is one of the greatest mid-range scorers in our NBA. For me personally, I think he's better than Kawhi. Kawhi was the best last year. I think now he took that position. That's why I think this is going to be a better matchup than the Celtics. And lastly, if I didn't say this, I'm going to say it again. I think the series will go to 6 or 7 games. And I have no idea who would. It honestly depends. So, what I think how it's going to be is that Heat will win game 1. Lakers will probably win game 2. And then Lakers will win game 3. Heat will win game 4. And then I don't know after that. I have no idea. So if you guys like this video, please give a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hope you guys have a great day. And hope you guys have a great time watching the NBA Finals. And hope your team, if it's the Lakers or Heat, best luck. See you guys in the next video again.